Hello everyone, welcome to another class of Power BI. In this class, we are learning how to create a dashboard like this in Power BI. This is Titanic dashboard, data of Titanic ship that had an accident. So in Titanic data, you can see you have different survivors. So how many people were able to survive, how many passengers were not able to survive in that accident, how many male and female passengers were there, total male passengers, and it has different type of graphs. So we will try to build something similar here. So the first thing that you should have already, you should connect to the data, which we have explained many times. It is just a CSV file, so you just go text and CSV and load the data. Here in the data, as you can see here, we have every passenger has these following variables available, like their passenger ID, survived, yes or no, or 0 or 1, in which passenger class were they traveling, their name, their gender, their age, sibling and spouse traveling with them, sibling or spouse traveling with them, number of sibling and spouse, number of parent and child, ticket, this is ticket ID or number, how much fare did they pay, and embark. Now here you can see in age we have some missing values over here. So we have some missing values of age. We have created various videos where we have tried to uh, fill NA data. So we can fill this missing or null value with the mean value of age, or we can simply take a data set where we have all non-missing values. So first of all, we'll go to the report view, and from here we'll open Power Query Editor by going into the Transform tab. And in Power Query Editor, you will see that this particular column has null values, all other column have non-missing values. Age has null values. So currently what we are going to do is we'll simply apply a filter here. We'll just not select null values and click OK. So now this is the data set that we are going to load, and here you can see table dot select rows. Remember, table is the name of the table is used for the Titanic table that we have. Hashtag removed columns each where age is null, right? So after doing something like this, you just close and apply, and it is applying this to our data, and now we have the clean data here. There are many ways of cleaning this data. This is just one of them, just the basic that we are discussing. Now here we have average age. We will try to build them one by one. So first of all, we have a heading over here, Titanic dashboard. So in order to create a heading or something like this, what you can do is you can go to insert, you can go to shape and just insert a shape somewhere. So on top we will insert a shape, and on this shape we will insert a text. So let's call it Titanic dashboard, and select it and create the font size of your choice, set the font size of your choice, and just drag it on top of it. Now what you can do is click on this text, and as you can see here, it has various properties. Effects, in effects you will see background. So whatever background you have selected for your shape, the rectangular shape, you can select the same background, and then you can select the data, make it bold, and select something contrasting as a color, so like this. So now we have this simple heading. This is very basic. You can do apply a lot more of creativity here, but this is something that will set our this. Now, so in order to bring age as it is shown there, you have to use card, adjust the width of your card as per your requirement, and here we have to show some data. So when you see a sigma sign over here, this summation sign over here, so now once you have dragged this card over here and you want to show some data which is as I was saying, if you have a sigma sign over here, so in the sigma sign, that it means it's a numerical data, and in the numerical data you have various options of aggregate functions like average, count, sum, minimum, maximum, and so on. So you can drag this variable here, and by default it will show sum of age. You just put average age over here, and as you can see, it is giving you this value, right? Average of age. If you want to see show your custom title, so just enable title here in the format visual part, and here just enable the title and write something like average age of passengers or average age. You can see the title is small, so we'll just make it size 18 and align it to center. In this visual we have a call out value also if you want to change the font color, or size of this. Display units is auto, you can set to 1000 millions. Obviously it is not applicable here, but you can set it to auto. Category label we can turn off. In general we will go to effects, and we can assign some background here. So as you can see here, they have that particular color. We can choose any other color of our choice, and as you can see, when the color is dark, the background color is dark, then visual call out value color should be lighter. So we'll choose this color, and so does the color, so should be the color of title also. So we'll select this color. So now we have average age visual over here. Let's click on this once again and go to general effects, and we can enable a shadow. This creates a good visual effect on readers and viewers. So this is the card that we have created. Now we can simply copy this card, paste, and we can arrange these cards in such a order that we can provide more values here, and we will drag 5 of them. Now you can display different data. Suppose we want to show minimum age, right? What's the minimum age? Similarly, we want to show the maximum age. So we have minimum and maximum age over here, and we just have to change the title minimum age, change the title maximum age, and so on. Average. Now this is minimum age, maximum age, and here we can provide information of total number of passengers. So for every passenger we have unique ID. So as you can see, count of passenger ID 714, because originally there was some 809 or something values. We'll just change the title to passenger count over here. So just write passenger count, and here we can show some distribution of data, like how many male and female passengers were there. So let's display this data. So here we'll try to show average age male and average age female. So first of all, in order to show average age male or average age female, because this is total age, right? So make sure that you have clicked on it and go to filter, and it is average of all, it is okay. But here in the filter on this visual, drag a field here. So let's drag gender and let's only select female. Okay, and now you will see a different average age of female, and we'll just put the title like average age female. Okay, so let's write avg age female, and similarly over here we'll drag the same filter, and here we'll just select male, and this will be average age male. Let's write average avg age male. So now you can see we have this information, and here you can easily change the color of these cards over here. So let's change the background color, which I already explained. Now after doing all of this, we will create another graph. We can take some inspiration from here, or so after calculating these simple card values, now let's create some graphs. So first we will create a stacked column chart, and in this stacked column chart we will try to show distribution of age and distribution of age with count of survivors. So first we will just try to find out age and number of passengers. So for that you just have to do is drag age into the x-axis, and in the y-axis just drag passenger ID, count of distinct passenger ID. So here we have a simple graph which you can see here, and it is showing us in every age how many passengers are there. Okay, and here in the legend we can put survival, right? Whether this particular in these ages, whether or not they were able to survive. So just drag survive. So now you will see distribution of 0 and 1 in different ages, right? And this is how you can simply show distribution count of passenger ID by age and survival. So up to this point we have created a simple bar graph here, a stack bar graph showing count of passenger ID by age and survival. What does this particular graph represent? This graph is representing that, as you can see on the x-axis, the age range is being shown, and this age range has been segmented into several ages like 0, 1, 2 to 20, 20, 40. So you can see that most of the people are between the age of 20 to 25, because here you see the tallest bars here. So the bar heights represent count of passengers in this particular age range. This is kind of a histogram plot, and here by putting legend, by putting survive, that is a categorical data 0 and 1. So by putting that into the legend, we can see that in which particular age the ratio of 1 is higher, and in which particular age the ratio of 0 is higher. For example, here you can see everyone who every passenger below age of 1 means between 0 and 1. So we have all ones here, right? Because these are children, so obviously preference was given to them. And similarly, here you can see in case of young people, like people in the age of 25, 20, in these cases you can see the ratio of 1 is lower, right? So less number of people were able to survive from within this age range. So, and so is the case of very high ages also. There is an exception of 80 years old, but other than that others were not able to survive. Now this is one graph. This same graph can be copied, you know, and it can be put here, and this same graph can be shown with another legend here. Legend means simply the color that we are seeing here, and in this case we are going to take gender as the legend. Okay, so you can see here. So now what this means is, let's choose separate colors in order to make them look separate. So on x-axis, just a minute. So in visuals we have to come to columns. In columns the series is all. Let's select female. Let's say color for female will keep at this color. So that these two graphs look different. Now let's open this, and here you can see male and female, right? It is male and female in each group. So again the same graph for age, different age groups can be displayed like this also. For example, if you see age 20.50, only one male there, right? So this is how you can see the data. And now we also have some different histograms. Let me click on this, and here we have age, x as age, and y as passenger ID count. So you can see the data, right? Now this histogram plot is what it is doing. It is grouping data into 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 to 80 in these bins or groups. So it can be displayed like this also. Okay, and how many passengers are there in each bin. Now this graph is not by default it is not there in Power BI, so you have to import a visual here, and we have already done videos on how to import custom visuals. So you can see here that it is histogram with points by Mac on this website appsource.microsoft.com. This is the official website. From here it is a PBI certified graph, so you can get it and import. We have done videos. So if you want to show, you can show it like this also. So this is what age and passenger ID are there. Okay, and the same graph. So what we'll do, this graph, we'll keep this graph, and this is our dashboards, you know, count of passenger ID by age and count of passenger ID by age and gender. Now what we can do more here is, we have small multiples over here. Small multiples, what it will do is, it will divide this graph into two columns. Currently you can see one column, but small multiples will two or three, depending upon what the categorical data is holding. So for example, we have survived, right? Survived has either 0 or 1. Let's bring it to small multiples. and here you can see the graph has been broken into small multiples like 0, 1, right? Obviously we don't have their negative quadrants, but this is how you can do that. Suppose instead of survive we bring passenger class, and we want to know, count a passenger by age, gender and passenger class. So you can see here, right? So it's like a facet grid if you have done in Seaborn. So here it is showing us, let's zoom in. So here it is showing us in passenger class 1, you can see there are more female, in passenger class 2, and in passenger class 3 there are less female. So it is showing us what is the ratio of female and male in all the classes. We can also see overall ratio of male and female in a simple, donut chart. So in donut chart, in legend we will put gender, and in values we will put count of passenger IDs. So it is just showing us, that in overall data set male are there, right? We have detail, like if you want to see something more in the details like this or tooltips. So let's do passenger class in detail. So if you will do passenger class in detail, you can see that the donut is, subdivided into three parts because we have three classes. And if you want to put some tooltip, let's say we want to put sibling spouse on tooltip, you will see that sum of sibling spouse is 37. You know how many siblings and spouse? 124. So you can do it like this. So you can take full advantage of the, parameters that are given on the graph. So similarly, you can see we have created count of passenger ID by P class and survive. So this is just a pie chart. In pie chart also what you have to do is, in legend we have dragged passenger class, in values count of passenger ID, in details we have dragged survive. So we want to see in each class how many people were able to survive or not. So here you can see survived 0 is more, that means people were not able to survive in passenger class 3 where we have most number of people. In passenger class 1 you can see survived 0 is 64, that is 8.96, and 17% of people from class 1, these people were able to survive, like 122 people were able to survive. So this is just a basic first dashboard that we have created. Obviously there is a lot more to discuss in Titanic that we will do in the second part.